Hi guys, so today I'm going to be filming a book haul. I have about 20 books to show you guys today, so let's just get into it because it's going to take a while. Now I will give the briefest summary I can possible, for some I might not. Now the first book I have for you today is TALON by Julie Kargowa. I said that so wrong, I'm so sorry. This book is about dragons who are living in the human world and who aren't always dragons. Now this girl is a dragon and she meets a boy who is a dragon hunter. So this sounds very interesting. I've never read any books about dragons. The cover is beautiful. There's 2 books right now, but it is going to be a trilogy. I don't know when it's coming out, but I'm very excited to read this book. Next, I have the Divergent series by Victoria Roth. Now this series I got for $25. It's entirely hardcover, brand new. I can show you guys. It's perfect condition at a secondhand bookstore. I was very happy to see this. It is at the bookstore I'm currently volunteering at. I love this bookstore. I was so happy to see this. Most of you know what Divergent is about, so I'm not going to get into it. Next is the first 3 books in the Maze Runner series. I am just missing the 3rd book. I got the prequel because my friend told me if I read it, it will sort of line things up on what happens in the 3 books. I'm planning on getting the 3rd book. I don't really know what the Maze Runner is about, except for it's about a boy who wakes up in a place, doesn't know where he is, and he gets nominated to go in the maze. And that's all I know about it. I might be wrong for some parts, but I'm looking forward to read the series. They're very short, and me and my boyfriend are actually planning on reading them together. So yeah. Next is Crown of Midnight by Sarah J. Maas. Most people have heard of Throne of Glass. It is about an assassin who goes in a competition to become the king's assassin and get her freedom back. This is what happens after the competition. It is the 2nd book in a 4-book series. I think it's supposed to become 6. It's high fantasy, very great. I hope you guys enjoy. Read it. Sorry, I'm really tired. And I'm really looking forward to reading this book as well. Next is Obsidian by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I do not know much about this book except for it's about aliens. I just finished The Infinite Sea and The Fifth Wave, so I was very interested in aliens. There seems to be romance in it. I watch a lot of videos on YouTube about books, and this book seems to be recommended everywhere, so I purchased it. There is 5 books, I believe, or something like that. It's not too big. It looks really cool. I'm really excited to read it. So if you have any opinions on this, please let me know. Next is I Am 4 by Paticus Lore. Now this is another alien book. My friend highly recommended this to me. It is quite a long series, but apparently they're great and I'm very looking forward to it. Next we have A Madness So Discreet by Mindy McGinnis. Now I got this book in my Owl Crates box. I just thought I was going to include it. It is about this girl who gets put in an asylum and she is pregnant. It is a historical fiction book. So in those times, being a single and having a child was unheard of, and she helps solve a crime related to stalking girls and murders, and it seems very interesting. I've never read a book like this. I'm not planning on reading it soon, but it's great to have on my bookshelf to just pick up once in a while. Next is Outlander by Diana Gabaldon. Now this book, I have nothing bad to say about it. No one's ever said anything bad about it. I'm so looking forward to it. It is about a girl who goes on honeymoon with her husband, and then she time travels back to 16th century Scotland, and she's stuck there. There's romance, it's historical, it's amazing. I sort of feel like it's a bit like sort of like Game of Thrones kind of thing. I'm not sure, but it's a really beautiful book and I've just heard good things and I'm very excited because it's my first adult book. Next is Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Liane Taylor. Now I do not know much about this book. It is a very brief summary on the back. I know there's monsters, it's fantasy, there's romance in it. This book looks amazing. I've heard great things about it. And it's a trilogy, so I'm really excited to read it. A lot of people say it's one of their favorite trilogies of all time, so hopefully I feel the same way about it, and I am planning on reading this in the month of November. Next is The Kiss of Deception by Mary E. Pearson. Now, this book is about a princess who runs away on her wedding day because she does not know who she's marrying, and it's adventure, it's fantasy, apparently it's amazing. I love how the book opens like this. It's so mushy. I'm excited to read it. It doesn't seem that long, and hopefully I'll enjoy it. It's not in my November TBR, but I could maybe slip it in. I also got Fallen Kingdoms by Morgan Rhodes. Now, this is another book I got at the secondhand bookstore for about $3. This book is, I've heard such great things about. It is high fantasy, Game of Thrones-ish, but a lot easier to read, and it's young adult, not so big. I was looking for a great fantasy book. I got recommended. I bought it. I believe there's about 4 books in the series. Hopefully I'm going to enjoy it, and if you know anything more than I do about it, just leave it in the comments below. Almost done, guys. So now I have Snow Like Ashes by Sarah Raasch. This book is about different kingdoms who are based on seasons. It's high fantasy. It's sort of maybe be dystopian. I'm not sure. The second book just came out. I have the first book in hardcover. I'm hoping to get the second one as well. These look very good. The cover page is beautiful, and it is in my December TBR. Last but not least is the Twilight series by Stephanie Meyer. Now, I am missing the third book. They're not in order. Hold on. It's because, again, the bookstore I volunteer at, she reserved it for me, so I'm going to go pick it up on Saturday. I'm so excited to read these books. These are on my November TBR. I have the first, the second, the fourth. These 2 are secondhand. Look how pretty they are. And then this one's brand new because she did not have this one. Now, guys, I have seen all the movies. So many people have read these books. I just felt like reading Twilight. I don't know. I woke up one day and I was like, I want to read Twilight. So I purchased them, and they are going to be the next books I'm going to read. I hope you enjoyed this really long book haul. I went a little crazy. I love books. I'm really excited to read them. So hopefully you stay tuned to watch me going through this process of trying to finish these books.